Hi, so I wanted to share with you this morning a little bit about the plans and the purposes that God has got for our lives. Pastor Paul gave a great message on Sunday where he shared about the plans and the purposes and the dreams that God gives to us and how we should keep those dreams alive and move into what God has called us to do. We all know the amazing verse that says, "For I know the plans I have for you, the plans to give you a hope and a future." And we all know that God has got an amazing plan and purpose for each of our life, and that He's specifically designed us to fulfill those plans and purposes. But I want to share with you that often we can have a dream, we can have a vision that God places in our lives, and sometimes we can be quite overwhelmed by it. God can tell you to go and do something quite extraordinary, but we can look at it and think, how are we able to do this when we feel so small? But we need to remember that we serve a big God, and God is the one who will provide. I remember one time when God gave me a vision and a dream, and I was looking at it thinking, God, this seems too big. I don't know how I would even go about bringing this into fruition. I remember thinking about it, and God gave me the word provision. The word provision. I remember writing it down in one of my journals. I remember looking at that word and seeing the way it divided up would be pro and vision. And pro meaning in favor of or for or in support. And the vision being the dream, the plan, what God had placed in my heart. And I believe God was looking at it saying, look, I've given you a vision and I am pro, I am for, I am in favor of the vision I have given to you, and I will be your provision. That when God gives you a plan, when God births a dream in your heart, He will be the provider, He will be the provision to that dream. God then led me into the Bible scriptures where it speaks about the Israelites wandering in the wilderness, and God sends manna from heaven for them. And I felt God saying that if I can feed my children in the wilderness with manna from heaven, then I will also be the provider to the vision and the plans that I have given to you. So I wanted to encourage you this morning, if you've got a dream, if you've got a vision that God has placed in your life, then keep going with it. Even if it feels too big, remember that you serve a big God, and He will be your provision. He will be your provider. So I just want to encourage you with that this morning. Thanks.